So hello guys and welcome to the session today. This is Ankur Parmar from Course Structure team. So am I audible? Hello. Hey, can anybody type on chat and respond if I am audible or not? Okay, nice. So just for your information, so this Friday we won't have the live session because of the event. So there will be no sessions on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this is the only session we'll have this week. So what we have thought is that initially for a few minutes, like 15 minutes or 30 minutes, we will have an open session and then we'll start the code with us session. And if there are no doubts, then we'll start with the live coding session immediately. Okay, guys. So if anybody has any queries, just shoot. Go ahead. Yeah, guys. So any doubts with the contents you have seen in the video so far? Or you guys are not seeing it? That's why I don't have. Hmm? So guys who have joined late, there is a FYI message on the chat. Just go through it.
Hi, sorry, Ankur, I was on mute. I have some problems with my chat. I'm not able to see the message.
Okay. Okay, so you joined late.
Yeah.
Okay, so today is a code with us session, but we'll be starting with code with us session after 15-30 minutes because
Okay.
this Friday there won't be any session. So
Okay.
yeah, initial few minutes have been allotted for resolving your queries, and then we'll start with the session.
Fine. So, Ankur, the commands and everything that is definitely. I mean, we are hearing the videos and trying to understand them. I'm trying to understand what is Bash, right? When we say that we are learning the commands in Bash, do we say that we know Linux? And what are now Bash? I understand at a high level that it is a shell.
Okay.
Then how come there are other shells also? And now when we were seeing the videos of week 3, we came across installation of packages and everything. Can just explain this conceptually, these Bash, the various scripts then the commands that we are learning, are they bash commands or are they uh, Linux commands? And then up to package. I hope I'm clear with my question.
Mm, let me try. Not exact. I didn't get exactly what you are looking after. But so what I understood is that you want to understand the what a bash is in relation to an operating system.
So
In
actually,
our case, it is Linux.
the videos have come explaining the commands, right? And in
Yeah.
various packets, we are hearing something about shell, we are hearing something about bash. In week 3, we have started hearing about package, right? And there are various kind of packages. They tell about installation of various packages, but when we have installed something, then how we are able to see various packages. So for example, I install a version of Windows. I will say that I have that particular version of Windows with me, right? I won't be
Okay.
able to see other versions. But in videos of week 3, we came to know that there is one version of priority, one version of other, one version of extra. All that is there when the professor was showing through in his videos. So what exactly they mean and what where are they coming from?
Okay. So there are two questions as far as these things are concerned. Let's start with the first one. What is bash first? Okay.
Right.
So
And
you already
if there
know.
is something, if there
Yeah.
is something like bash within Linux also, I understand that there are 4 scripts. One is bash, one is ksh, and 2 more are there. This is what my understanding is. You can just confirm if that is right or wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So let me try. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So firstly, Linux is an operating system. Okay. So an OS is something that is above that is that contains bash. Okay. So bash is not Linux. Bash is
Okay.
in itself a package, a tool, you can say. So it is a command line interpreter. So a shell where it has some commands that it interprets in its own way. And if you have seen the command prompt on Windows, so that is also a command line interpreter. So in Windows also you have one another shell, although the command lines are same, but it has more capabilities and it is a different piece of software that we call PowerShell. Okay, so this is Bash is a piece of a tool, a piece of software that interprets commands and works accordingly. So it is a part of Linux. It is not in a Linux in itself.
Okay.
On Mac, similarly, you have a command line interpreter by default that is KSH. On Linux also, if you want to install any one more other than Bash, you can do that. And there are different versions of Linux where by default you may not get Bash. So on mostly on Debian based Linux distributions, you will get Bash as default. Okay. So for other shell environments, the commands would be different, especially for example, for installing packages on Red Hat Linux, there is a different shell and the command used would not be apt. It is yum. Okay. S- So you got
Okay.
the distinction between Bash and Linux now, right?
Yes. So got it right.
So,
So
so if you
so for
know
example,
about DOS, if you know about DOS, do
right, I
you know
was
about
coming to
DOS?
the same. Yes, I know
So
about DOS.
DOS is a full-fledged operating system. It is not just a command line.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Okay. So
Fine.
Bash is not such a tool that you can install directly on a machine. First,
Okay.
you have to install some operating system where you can run Bash.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So does bash run only in Linux as a what should I say, as a com, command line interpreter, or can I install Bash in some other operating system also and try out those commands?
Okay, so the thing is that packages are not compatible. Not all packages are compatible with all operating systems. Okay, so
Package of what?
similarly, package in the scenes software, any
Okay.
software. So do you? It's not necessary that some software that you can install on Windows can easily be installed on Linux if the developers had
Linux.
not developed two different versions, right? So
Hmm.
there are different
So,
versions.
Ankur,
So that's
can
why
we
you cannot
interpret
install.
Bash? Can we interpret Bash as a command line interpreter similar to the run command of Windows? Would that
Yes,
interpretation be right?
yes, that's what I
Right?
am saying.
Hmm.
Command line.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Command line. Okay, okay.
There's a PowerShell also in
Fine.
Windows if you can see. Just search
How
for
do
it.
we access that? PowerShell.
Just
Okay,
search for it. You will get that.
okay,
So that is also one of
okay,
the command line interpreters. Okay.
okay. Yeah, Windows PowerShell. Okay, fine.
Yeah. And now you were talking about different versions. So firstly, Windows versions is a different thing. Windows is a operating system. It's not a, package. It's not a software. Okay. For one software, you can have multiple versions installed if the operating system supports it. And in case of Linux, it is supported. So that is what Sir was discussing.
Hello, sir.
Could you just repeat? I lost you over here. What did you say?
I am saying Windows. Don't compare Windows with packages. Windows is not a package. Windows is a full operating system.
Okay,
Okay, you cannot install Windows into Linux without without virtualization. You cannot install it as a software. Okay,
okay,
so that is
okay,
the difference. But if you
okay.
want to install through virtual machine, you can have multiple Windows and multiple versions of Windows installed on your Linux. So that is a different thing. Here, what Sir is discussing is about a software package. By package, he means software package. Okay,
Not the
so
operating system.
not the operating system. Package is a different
Hmm.
thing. So, what are the exe files in Windows? Those are packages. Where there we don't call them packages. It's just
Hmm.
the use of terminology, different terminologies being
Okay,
used. Okay, so there are
okay.
ways in Windows. If you will search, there are some ways you can. There are different ways of installing software,
Yeah,
not just
right.
by exe. Yeah. So here
Hello, sir.
also in Linux, you have some files through which you can directly double click and install the software if you want. If you want to install it
Um,
through GUI,
no,
graphical
but
user
I
interface.
think we are talking different things over here. I am referring to the video 3.3 which has been released in this particular week. I'm talking from that perspective, where he said there is apt and deb.
Yes, so apt is a command through which you can install packages. Install or you can
Okay,
manage packages. You can do
okay,
other things
okay,
too. Install
okay,
and yeah, that's
okay. And those
and
packages would be equivalent to exe files in Windows.
no, not equivalent.
No?
Through
Okay.
exe files you install. There's one way of installing softwares in Windows is through exe
Oh, okay.
files.
I got it. I see.
Okay, so
Okay.
there are
Okay.
.deb files in Linux through which you can install directly, or
I
you can
see.
use the apt command. So there would be some commands in Windows also. There are commands through which you can directly install from command line, but
Yeah,
that those
absolutely.
needs to be
Yeah.
hosted somewhere, right?
Somewhere.
So
Hmm.
see, for a exe file, if you have that on locally, you have downloaded it on your computer, you can install it. So now if you are installing something through apt command and you don't
Hmm.
have your computer connected to internet, do you think you will be able to install it? You are not
No.
connected to internet, you don't have the uh, package on your locally on your machine. Okay, so these
Hmm.
packages are hosted on some repositories from where they are
Okay.
fetched and then they are installed. So those
Okay.
things are already configured. You can change those configurations, but those are advanced topics that sir may have not
Okay.
discussed in detail.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Fine. Two more questions are there.
Just a
Should
second.
I
There was
ask?
some.
Yeah.
Just a second.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was some
Yeah.
question. Question in between. Somebody was trying to say
Hello, sir.
something. Yeah. Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. Sir, there is a bash shell comes with the Git when we install it. So, what is the relation between Git and bash?
No, what I didn't understand.
Like when we install Git in our system,
Where?
uh, like
On
in
which system?
maybe Windows or in the Mac or anything, then there is a
Okay.
bash shell with Git. Like
Okay.
the Git shell is a bash shell, right?
Git is not a shell. Git is a version control
Yes.
system.
Yes. Like we interact with the bash shell, right there.
Yeah. So they may have given you a small, so like bash shell kind of thing. They may call it bash shell, but it isn't a full-fledged bash shell. Doesn't have all the capabilities. If you are running that on Windows, that would just be a small command line interpreter. They are calling it bash, but it is not same as the bash on our Linux. Not with all
Okay.
capabilities. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Even bash has different versions. So older Linux has older bash, newer Linux has newer bash. Okay. So those bash will have different capabilities.
Okay.
Yeah. So there were more questions. Go ahead with those.
Sure. So, actually, am I audible?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So, on one of the WhatsApp groups, this question came, which I did not understand. It says, is it necessary to have a disk image of Ubuntu and run it on VMware, or Replit would suffice?
Okay.
I didn't understand what is disk image of Ubuntu. Okay, now what I am using, I installed Ubuntu,
How?
and in how means
Where?
through VMware, through Oracle VMware,
So you have installed it as a in a virtual machine
in a virtual
on top
machine,
of
right?
Windows. So first you have to boot
On
Windows,
top of
only then you
Windows,
can
right?
run Linux.
Correct, right.
Okay.
That is how I am using.
Okay.
So over here, Ubuntu is again, what do we say? Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a software, or what is it?
It is a
And
version. It is a version of Linux, one of the distributions of Linux, which is in itself, it is an operating system, complete operating system. Okay.
okay,
So this
okay,
virtual machines give you a facility in wherein you can install full operating system inside the virtual machine. Okay. They will share resources with the other operating system that you are already running.
hmm,
Okay. So
okay,
through that, so the disk that you have used, so there's a comment here that also says the same thing, that a disk, the Ubuntu disk is a operating system disk. You can use
what
that
is
to
Ubuntu
install.
disk?
Ubuntu disk means not necessarily a CD disk or a DVD disk. It is just you can say something, some media device that can be used to install Ubuntu, either as
Okay,
a full operating system. Okay.
okay.
So I have on my machine, I have installed
So,
Windows and Linux
so
both
if I,
side
for
by side.
example, I am
Just
using
listen, just
Oracle
listen,
VMware.
just listen
Okay,
first.
fine. Hmm.
Yeah. So on my machine, I have installed Linux and Windows side by side. Okay.
Okay,
So Linux is installed as a operating system that can run standalone without starting Windows. So
okay,
that
yeah.
is one way. Okay. I could have
Hmm.
installed only Linux, but I wanted both, so I have installed both. It's not necessary to install Windows along with Linux. Okay. Your
Sure,
laptop can run only Linux also. But
sure.
as that those things deals with master boot record and those, so we
Hmm.
don't recommend you guys to do that.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
you guys may not know how to remove it later on. Those entries
Sure.
would be there in your boot record, and they may be there for a long time, and you may not know how to clean those things. That's why
Sure.
we recommend you guys, if you have Windows 10, better to use WSL. That is developed by Microsoft itself. So they manage WSL, and in that you can run full Linux and Bash easily.
Okay. What is WSL full form, if you can just say?
Windows subsystem for Linux.
Okay. Okay. I see.
Okay.
Fine.
So that is a bit lightweight than installing Linux in virtual machine. Okay. So let's quickly go with your next one, because we have to start with the live coding session also.
Sure. So another question is from the video 3.1, and the sentence says at specific timestamp, we should imagine that each of these three file pointers are actually looking at only the stream of characters. What does this mean?
Mm,
And it is in respect to file descriptors 0, 1, 2, standard in, standard out, and standard error. The professor
okay.
says, imagine that each of these three file pointers are actually looking at only the stream of characters in Linux.
Okay. Which part you need clarification in
11,
this?
this complete sentence. I was not able to understand this complete sentence. What does it mean that these three file pointers are looking at stream of characters?
Okay. So do you know what is a stream of characters?
No.
Okay. So you can assume a continuous stream of characters as a queue. Okay. So
Hmm.
something that is pushing everything character by character. So suppose in this string IIT Madras, so there are two words, right? So
Yes.
so this can be seen as a stream of character.
Okay, fine.
IIT, then again space. Space is another character.
Okay.
Everything is a character.
General. Okay, fine.
Okay, so everything is a character. IIT
Hmm.
Madras 22, suppose. So 22 in 22, 2 and 2, there will be characters.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So these three
so
pointers are looking at this one by one character stream.
so these three pointers are for three different stream of characters, three different streams. They represent three different streams. Now you can direct those
I
three.
see. Okay.
Okay, that
Okay,
is what he
fine.
means.
Got it, Ankur. Got it, Ankur. Thank you very much for your explanations. Thank you.
Yeah. So anybody else, if they have any doubts, or should we move ahead for the coding part? Okay. So open your Replit accounts, and for the new ones, I'm pasting the link in chat window. Those who already have, just open the Teams, and I will start publishing the problems.
Ankur, can you not share the screen? As I said, I won't be able to see on the chat. Is that not possible?
I can share the screen. That's not an issue. Just a second. Yeah. Can you see the screen, and can you see the URL?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me know once you open it. So guys, you're able to see problem number 1, right? Everybody? Are you able to see problem number 1?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So everybody now switch off your mics until if you want to speak, just switch it on again and speak.
So I can't see. Can you guide me how to go to the problem?
So have you opened the link that I've shared?
Yes.
Can you go to the can you see week 2, week 3 different units there? Just go to the unit number week 3.
So I can't see. It is coming like 22T2 system commands.
Yeah,
This is
so
how it is.
have you logged in with the official account that is being
Let me check once again.
yes, you have to log in with the same account that is that you are registered with. So is anybody else able to see the problem?
Yes, sir. Yes, we can
Okay,
see.
fine. That means there's some issue with this girl's account probably.
So I can see all other folders like which I took previous term, but I can't see this one system commands.
Mm, just a
Have
second.
the test cases been configured for first problem?
What's your ID? The one who could not see.
So it is 22DP100
22D.
00, yeah, 000098.
And name?
Aruna Gupta.
Are you registered for the course?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because I cannot see you in the list.
So it is like after some time I got registered due to some problem. I couldn't initially for a week.
Okay, okay. Then give me, I will send you an invite just now. So give me your complete
Okay.
ID. Just can
It's
you give me, just type it on,
project
yeah, chat and send it to
checks.
me personally on chat.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Ankur, I have also logged in. I see system commands lecture 2.
Okay. Lecture 2.
Yeah, I don't see any questions in it. When I click on it, the Replit screen opens.
What is your ID?
21F 1003668.
21F3.
21F
Yeah.
100
Yeah.
3668.
3668. Just a second.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Even I can't see, I can't log in, sir. I'm also getting only 22T2 system commands and nothing else.
So you guys would already have an invite. So when I'm trying to send it to 3668, the invite has already been sent, but it is not accepted. Just go to your notification, accept the invite to join the team. So others also please check, and if not, then just send me your ID on the chat.
I have sent the ID, sir. Can you please check once?
So your name is Aruna.
No, sir. Malavar Monica.
Okay, Monica.
Sir, I have already sent. Can you check, sir?
Yeah, yeah, I can see it.
It is 98 at the end.
Okay, now I can see. Fine.
Yeah. So those who are not able to see, just check if they have the invite, and I've sent the invites. Just check for the invites, accept them, and start. And there are no test cases in the first question. Just run.
So invite will be sent where?
On Replit itself, just check your notifications.
Okay, sir.
The test cases are not there.
No need of test cases, just run it. You will see passed or failed on your screen itself.
Oh.
Just give in your answer and run the.
Sir, I didn't get any notification, sir.
Is it Monica?
Yes, sir.
Just click on the 3 lines on the left top. There
Yes,
you will
sir.
see a bell symbol there.
Yeah, I saw, and there are no notifications at all.
Okay, so let me send you an invite again. I've already sent you, although. Let me send you again. Pranit, you will have to give me your ID. Yeah, Monica, I have already sent you the invite. We'll have to search for it. Or just check in the chat again if you have given me the correct ID.
21 hours.
So, so what we are supposed to do in this question?
So those who are new, just click on problem 1.md. Just click on the problem. There you will understand what there is a text there, what you need to do. If you don't understand that, we can discuss.
Sorry, sir, there is a spelling mistake. Can you please resend me again?
So have you sent the correct one
Yeah,
now?
correct one now I sent, sir.
Okay.
So Ankur, just to be on the same page, and if I'm doing right, I clicked on continue working, week 2, problem 1, the classic Unix shell.
No, not week 2. This we are doing week 3 today.
Okay. And start project. It says click start project. The classic Unix shell, week 3, problem 1.
Week 3 problem.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
just open it. The classic before above classic Unix shell, click it. Okay, so there was somebody who was not understanding the problem. The thing is that there are 2 files containing some text named file1.txt and file2.txt. Your task is to add the contents of file1 on the top of contents of file2 inside file2 itself. Okay. So suppose file1 contains the letter A only and file2 contains the letter B. So final result should be file2 should contain A in first line and B in second line. Think try to use the redirection operators. So the if you guys remember, single greater than sign is used to override the complete contents of the file, and double greater than sign is to append. So has anybody solved this?
Yes, sir, but it is telling me that the submission is marked as late or something. It is still accepted by the server, right?
Okay, just a second, just a second. Just a second, I have to edit this. Just try it again. I have edited the submission date. Even if it shows that it is late, then that's not an issue.
Okay, so submit it again.
So those who have completed the first one, I am publishing the second problem, but we are still discussing the first one for now. For those who have not completed the first one, if they need any help or hints,
Sir, it is not like file1 dot txt 2 greater than sign and then file2 dot txt. Will it be like that, sir?
your name, please.
Aruna, sir.
Yeah, Aruna. So have you written some solution? I can see that. Have you written
Yes,
it?
sir, but yes, sir, I
Let me check
wrote it.
that.
I'm doing for the first time, sir, so I don't know whether to put eco or something else.
No need of echo. We will help you
No need
in
of.
the. Okay. So what you have written is file1 doc txt and 2. So 2 greater than what will this do?
This will append, sir, right?
No. 1
Append the
and 2
content
are
of.
the streams. If you just now we were discussing about the streams, output stream and error streams. Okay.
Okay, sir. So
Yeah.
how it will be, sir? Will it be 2 times
So
greater than sign?
so yes, 2 times greater than sign is to append.
Okay, sir.
So what will this do? And
Then I, even
firstly, file1.txt is not a command. What will you use to print file1.txt? And instead of printing, you will append it to file2.txt.
cat,
But you have to
cat,
use
sir.
some command. Yeah,
Cat.
yeah. Cat is one of the commands you can use.
Okay, sir.
Okay, but what will this do?
This will read. Yeah.
This will append the contents of file1.txt into file2.txt at the end. But our question says you have to append it at the
Beginning.
start, at the beginning.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
now think of it.
Okay, sir.
So it's not, hey guys. So for problem number 1, you don't have to write just one command. You can write more than one commands. Okay. Just one command after another. Keep on writing whatever number of commands you need. Or if you want to write in one line, you can write it using semicolon. Okay, so I will give you a hint for those. Firstly, you will have to
Point the pointer on the top, right?
no first you have to uh, create a third file with the required contents, and then change either delete uh, the file two. So I am telling you guys how to solve this. Uh, whatever contents you need in the order, just redirect all the contents in that order into a new file and name it something. Suppose we name it file 3. Now, yeah, either read all the contents from file 3 and redirect it to file 2, overwrite file 2, or the other option is rename file 3 and delete file 2 after creating a file 3. So the easy way is to create a third file with the content that you need. Now, how can you print two files one after another using cat command? Guys, what will happen if you give two file names? Just if you want to try something, hey, attention everybody. If anybody wants to try something, what the command output will be, they can just type the command in the console or shell on the right pan on your replit and just try the command. What is the output? Okay. So, guys, I am giving you a command. Everybody try this command on their console. Aruna, you also. Cat
Okay,
file1.txt space file2.txt. Type this command
okay,
on the console.
I,
File1.txt space file2.txt.
okay, sir.
Okay. So, actually, the problem is you have already changed the contents of your files.
Yes, 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 sir. That's why it is appearing twice, I think.
So for all those, yeah. So you have to first,
Hello, sir.
yeah.
Sir, it is working with cat command, but why it is not working with echo command? Can you discuss the like
Working with
difference?
echo command. What is not working with echo command?
This problem. This problem number
Okay.
one.
Okay.
It is working with
What
like
is
what
your
is the difference
name?
between echo and cat? Rakesh, sir.
So have you start Rakesh KR123?
Yes, sir.
So what are you trying?
First, I appended the file to file one and
Yeah, I can see your
then ready.
solution. But what is the problem? Like, what do you want to do with echo command?
Like if I replace the cat command like cat file to .txt with echo file to .txt, then why is it like not
So
working?
because those are two different commands, right? Echo is used to echo whatever you give. That will print as it is. If you give echo file 2, it will print file2.txt, the string. And cat accepts a
Okay,
file name. Echo does not accept a file name.
okay.
Okay. Echo is like a print
But
statement.
we can, but we can print see. Okay. Sorry. Got it, sir.
Echo is like a print statement.
Yes. And cat is actually to see the file content.
Yes, one uses this. Other uses
Okay.
you can use cat with other operators to insert into a file.
Yes, sir. Okay. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So guys, I will give you one command that will generate file 3. At least proceed after that.
Sir, I have wrote the same
Okay.
thing, but as you guided me, but I am not getting the correct result. So can you check once?
Okay. Just everybody run the below command. Mhm. Yeah. Your name? Hello. Is it Aruna?
Aruna, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No. So I have given you some other command. You have not used that. I have told you can do this also. File3.txt. File 1 and file 2 you have appended one by one to file3.txt. So that is another option you guys can do.
The solution is correct, right, sir? Because the
No,
file one content
the
has to be
problem is
appended.
that if you will run this solution multiple times, it will keep on appending file 3. Can you see your console screen?
Yes, sir.
So whatever I am typing, can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so file 3 currently has so in the first
Then I
sentence, then what did you do? File3.txt to no. So why are you using 2 here? 2 is
so
to
because
out.
I have to put the same text into the file too, right?
No, so that is 2 is for error stream. So
Oh,
your
okay.
contents of file 3 will come to output stream. Output stream is either you leave it as it is, don't write anything, one or two, or use one.
Okay, sir. What
Just delete
I'm
two.
supposed to delete to? Okay. Okay. Sorry, sir.
But it will not work this time because this is the second time you are running this.
One second.
Just run it.
Yes, sir.
It again
Failed.
failed. Why did
Yes,
it
sir.
fail? Just check this. What is the contents of file 3?
Okay.
You are
Okay.
appending
It
again and
is
again. So for the
again.
first time, you don't have to append. Got it?
Okay.
So change the first line.
This one, sir.
Yeah, change something here
This
so
line,
that
right?
it overwrites instead of appending, it overwrites.
Let me change to 4, sir. File
No, no,
4.
no. Okay, it will work this time, but with file 3 only, how will it work? It will run
Sir,
this
I'll do
time
file.
successfully. Next time it won't run successfully.
Yes.
Just do a run for file 4, no issues. Run it. It will pass. Now run it again.
Failed. Yes, sir.
Okay, so got the issue.
Yes, sir.
What is the issue?
Sir, it is appending again and again
So
to
what
the
should
file
you
4,
do?
sir.
What should you do the first time? First time you should overwrite instead of appending. How will you overwrite?
Yes, sir.
Use single
Overwriting. Single. Yeah.
in only the first one.
Yes, sir. Then, okay.
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 Okay, guys. So in the chat window, I am giving you. So anybody else facing issue with this question? So I am giving the solution. Okay, I have given the solution on chat window. And second problem is open. So whoever has done this can start with the second one. So everybody working on problem number 2?
Yes, sir.
So guys who are done with second question, I have published the third one. We have to hurry a bit today because we have invested half hour in doubt solving, and we have in total 7 questions for today. So guys, one more information. So you can access these questions and the previous week's questions anytime you want. Okay. You can access and you can try solving them anytime, and tell your friends also who could not attend the session that they can use this opportunity and try to solve as many questions as they can. After solving it from our portal, you have these extra questions. Okay, so what's the status on question number 2? Has everybody solved it?
Sir, I didn't get.
So question number 2 is very simple. You have to redirect the standard output and first standard error, then standard output to a file named output.txt, right? You got the
Yes.
question first?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you redirect the standard error stream?
Oh, sir, I got it now.
Okay, the catch here is that say whenever you want to write more than one things in a file, you want to add the text to a file more than once. So after the first time, you would have to do a append. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir. That was the mistake. Yes.
So everybody, I am sharing my screen. Just have a look here. I will explain this thing very briefly. Okay, so yeah, so we don't have a file named abc.txt currently. Now suppose you want to add some text to abc dot some text to a file abc.txt. What will this do? It will create, if the file does not exist, it will just create the file. Okay. Now see if the file, yeah, there is the file. Now if you do it, it will show the text inside the file. Now suppose I remove this file. Now if I give this command using append, now the file doesn't exist. What will this do? What will this do? This will also do the same thing because the
This
file
will
does
append.
not, because the file does not exist. Okay. Now if I do this echo new text and I do this, what will happen?
Append the text.
Append. Now if I do this, what will happen?
Replace the text.
It will override the complete file. Okay, got it? Now let me tell you one more thing. So this is ls. The output of ls is this. Now if I give lss, there's no command named as lss. Okay, right? So now let me check the return code of when the command failed. The return code is non-zero. Now if I run ls and I check the return code, it is 0. That means it passed. Okay, so whenever a yeah, so now the thing is that a command has outputs, can output into output stream for the successful outputs, or it can redirect some text to error stream also. Okay, now in case of errors, the output is redirected to error stream. So now let's do one thing, lss and 2 dot error file and one redirect to output file. Now tell me which of the file will have text in case of lss, because lss failed, we just checked. Okay, now we will do error file. It will show lss command not found, and if we do our, if we check our output file, there's no text because lss, when we run lss command, it fails. Okay, so there is on output only to error string. That's why only error file got text inside it. Output file had no text. Now suppose if we run the same command but with the correct one, in this case output file will have text and error file won't have text. Okay, so you got the point. So you for output stream, either you use one or you don't use anything, then also the output stream will be redirected. For error, if you want to redirect error stream, you have to use 2 for the error stream. Now I think it would be easy for you to solve the question number 2. Got it?
So can you tell the last thing once again?
So what is the difference between 1 and 2? 1 and 2 signifies the output stream and error stream.
Okay.
Writing 1 is equivalent to writing nothing. If you don't write anything and directly give a greater than sign, it will redirect your output stream. And if you give 2, it will redirect your error stream. So LSS is LSS a correct command? No, right? So there
Yes,
is
sir.
an error in this. While we run this, there is an error. So in that case, that error will be thrown to error stream. That won't be thrown to output
Okay.
stream.
Okay.
Okay. So that is why in case of LSS, we get text in error file. And in case of correct command, we get text in output file. Although the command is exactly same. 2 error
Okay.
file and 1
If
to
we
output file. Got
if
it?
we don't write one, then also it will be same, sir.
Yeah. If you write one or you don't write one, the behavior will be same there.
Okay, sir.
Now
Okay,
try
sir.
to solve question number 2. I am pasting the solution. Who still wants to try question number 2? They can try it. And who wants to see the solution, they can see on the in the chat. Now start with problem number 3 quickly. Okay, so in problem number 3, there is a typo. So the file is named problem5.md. Don't get confused. That should have been corrected. But that doesn't change the problem or solution. Okay, so there is a variable named file name, and that has name of a file. Okay, and the file name that is in the variable, it has some extension also. So you just need to print the extension. The examples are already given. Yeah.
Sir, for problem 3, I'm getting an extra double quote at the end. I don't know if it's a mistake with my code or if there is some issue at the server end, but I'm not sure. Can you please check once?
Just a second.
The codes are there in the file itself.
What is there in the file?
The codes are there in the file, like the file, entire file name is stored within the codes. That is why there's a trailing and leading code.
Is it?
I only have the trailing code.
Sir, we can remove the code.
Yes,
So we'd have to strip it.
yes, right.
Yes.
Okay, so there is an yeah, these are not configured correctly actually. Everybody just remove the quotes from your test cases. Edit the test case and remove the quotes from your test case.
Yes, sir. I have also done the same. It has worked.
Yes, there is a mistake in the tests. Okay, so I have corrected that. I don't know how you guys can just remove it, and I have published the correct one again. If you can refresh the project.
Yes, sir. Now the test cases are being passed.
Yeah. So yeah. I am releasing problem number 4 for the ones who have completed the third one. Third one is pretty easy, guys. You just have to okay, use the concepts that Sarah discussed in lecture regarding the variables.
Sir, my second test is still failing, and my command is almost same, which you pasted in the chat.
For problem number
2. 2, sir.
Problem number 2, your name?
Neeraj Kumar.
Okay, Neeraj. There's a issue in the file name OUPUT. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
Okay, so problem 3, the solution is pretty simple. I'm just giving it on the chat. Okay, guys. Okay, so let's discuss problem 3 and 4, whoever has an issue. Okay, so in problem 4, you have to write the multiple commands. You have to write three commands for each employee ID. That is ID1, ID2, and ID3. This is also related to variables, social variables concept that Sir has discussed in lectures. And the same thing, just keep in mind that first time redirect the output to output.txt for the next two employee IDs, append the output to output.txt. First time use single greater than, then next two times double greater than sign. So you have to count number of characters. For question number 4, you have to count number of characters and you have to trim the string. Okay, if you guys remember, you guys can give the starting and index of characters that you want from the string. Okay, just count it from where to where you need. And the other thing is that from the last, you can use a negative sign. If you want to count something from last, you can use a negative sign along with the number. Hey guys, anybody facing issues in problem number 4, or anybody who is done with 4? I will open problem number 5. Fifth one is an interesting problem. So who has done, anybody who has completed the fourth one? Okay, so I will tell you, I will give you a hint how to extract the employee ID number, that is last 3 digits. Okay. Okay. Okay, so some of you have done fourth one. I have opened the fifth problem for you guys. So in fifth one, I will explain you in some time what it is. Try to understand it. People are still solving the fourth one. Okay, so for those who are on fourth one and is facing issues, so to extract the ID, employee ID, I have given the command. Now combine it with the other one to extract the other information, the department. Something similar, just use something similar for department. And take care that there should be no space between department and the ID when you print it. So does anybody wants me to check the solution for question number 4? Hello guys.
Hello sir, can you check my solution? I have done for one ID only.
Question number and your name?
Question number 4, sir. I'm Rakesh.
Okay, Rakesh. You cannot write 6:3. So I have, that's what I have given for this. I have given as a hint, right? -3:3.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So there's you can write it, but this won't give you correct results. 6:3. The other thing is you can give. No, the problem is not about this. The problem is the other problem is the indexing starts with 0. Rakesh, you are
Hello
assuming,
sir.
yeah. The problem is the other problem is the indexing starts with 0.
Okay. I was assuming that it starts from 1.
No. And don't use cat.
Should I use echo?
Yes. Here it is about variable.
Okay. So for files, we have to put cat. We have to use cat, and for any other string or variables, we have to put.
Variable or to print, to print a string.
Okay.
And you have to use a dollar with variables. You are already using that, but that is the difference between string and variable. Okay. Just change your cat to echo. Yes. And in place of -3, you can also use 5. 5 comma 5 colon 3.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. S- So I will explain problem number 5 now. Everybody who haven't got it, I will explain it. So the manual entry means the output text generated after you run the command man. Okay, got it. So for example, if the command is fg, so man fg will give the man page. Now what is desired here is that on some systems, for some commands, man page is not available and help is available. So here what we are trying to do is, if firstly we are trying to redirect the output of man command. Okay. And the command is stored in the variable named cmd. Okay. So what you will do is, first you will try to search for the man text, the manual entry for that command through command man. Okay. So now if I would have given you the command fg, think, try to write the solution if the command is fg. Don't think that it is in the variable cmd, just that it is some command. Okay, after that we'll replace that with the variable. So suppose the command is fg, how will you generate the man page? Man and fg, man fg will generate the man page. Now what is desired in this question is, if this command fails. Okay, so if the command fails, then the output will come in error stream. That is, if you want to redirect the error stream, that is through 2. Okay, first thing is this. But what we desire is that uh, only your output should be redirected. Okay, if it passes. And if it doesn't pass, then you have to use and or. The other operator is or. One of the operators you should use. uh, Now which one, and you should think of it, which operator to use. So if the command fails, what you have to do? You have to redirect the first thing is, you have to redirect the error. Second thing is, you have to run help command on that command, help fg. So if man fg fails, you have to run help fg. Now the other thing that is said in this question is that the command that is given is uh, given as value of the variable cmd. So instead of the command everywhere, just use $cmd. That is the value that will use the value of the variable, and this variable contains the command. Any doubts, anybody? Rakesh? Yes, Snehil, yes. So those who are done with problem number 5, problem number 6 and 7 are also available. You can start with those. And anybody who needs help with problem number 5, just ask. So anybody needs any help with problem number 5? So firstly, tell me, what will you use, and or? Which operator will you use in problem number 5? Anybody?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that first, like, run the man cmd command, and then and a file will be created using touch command, and then using and then with help command. Like, if this is failed, then the or will be executed. Like
Yes.
and or and then add. Is it correct?
Yes, yes. No, you
Okay.
don't need and. You just need an or. Please repeat. Why did you use and?
Like,
Let's discuss that.
because I am thinking of using and, because, like, first I have to man cmd, then I have to put that in a file. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So
that I can.
that you
Yes,
can
yes,
do
yes.
directly 1 and 2
Yes,
using 1
yes,
and 2, right?
yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
for
Yes, sir.
yeah, for redirecting error stream, you don't need to use an and. You can do that. But after that, if you use an or, the output of second command will decide the execution of third command.
Yes, yes.
That will be the problem. You are on the right track otherwise. Okay, thanks, Shavindra. Okay, guys. So first thing is that you have to use OR. Okay, before that you have to use 1 and 2 for redirection. Simple. And instead of any command, now what will you do? You will use $CMD. That's it. It's simple. If you break it and if you try to understand it, you will see that it is very simple. I'm pasting the solution to problem number 5. Now let's discuss problem number 6. If anybody has any question, doubts in 5, they can ask. No issues. Or in any previous problems also, we can discuss that. So in problem number 6, you have to redirect the error stream to a file, and the file name is given. But if there is no error, only then you have to print the output. If there is an error, you don't have to print anything. Here also now think of firstly try to I will give you a hint here for problem number 6, that how will you have to store the output somewhere. So store the output in a file. Okay.
So what does $CMD in $CMD? What does the $sign mean?
In $CMD, where are you asking about some question or in general?
Yeah, the solution to problem 5.
Okay, so how do you access a shell variable?
Okay, got it.
Okay, so if you write echo CMD, what will it print? It will print the value of a shell variable CMD or just CMD?
Just CMD.
And if you write echo $CMD,
Yeah, the value of the.
it will try to search for the variable named CMD and
Yeah.
print the value. If there is no variable, it will print error. It will
Yes.
print something else, right?
Yes, right.
Some error message. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So for problem number 6, the hint is store the output Okay, so I have added a hint in the question itself. So store the standard output to some file, and then based on the success or failure of the command, you print that file. Okay. So here will you use AND or OR? Firstly decide that. One hint I have already given. For problem number 6, is anybody able to complete problem number 6? Snehil, we will discuss question number 7. Just a second. Anybody? For question of problem number 6, has anybody completed? Have you done, Snehil? Okay, nice. So in this question, there is a scenario. So you have to write a command that will be used in a script. Suppose, so where there is a variable named CT. Okay. In this variable, you have to store the count of words of all the files. So you don't have to do that specifically. You just have to write the command that will be run again and again in a for loop, and that will keep on adding the number of words that is stored in the words variable. Okay. So the command, you just have to give a command that will be like, write a command for something that will be same as ct is equal to ct plus words. That's it. Got it, Snail? Yes, you have to have the final output in the variable ct. So just if you write ct is equal to ct plus words in Python or C, similar to that command, what will you write in Bash? It's that simple. So currently you guys are not introduced with Bash scripts. That's why we didn't confuse you. Otherwise we would have given a script and left out a line. Okay. So in problem number 6, I'm describing it, the solution again. You have to first rewrite the standard output to some file, and based on the execution of your command, use some operator to decide if you want to print that file or not. It's a bit simple if you try it this way. So anybody else other than Snail who has completed problem number 6? Hey guys, I have changed my headphones. So am I audible now? Can anybody confirm?
Yes, sir, you are.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so I am giving you the solution for problem number 6 now. Most of you would have already done that. It's simple. Now start working on problem number 7.
So in solution to problem 6, what is the last ampersand cat temp.txt doing?
What is double ampersand?
It is executed only if only when the first is successful, the previous command.
Okay, so double ampersand is an AND operator. It is the second command after double ampersand will be executed only after first succeeds, right?
Yes, sir.
So if there is an error in first command, will the second cat time.txt execute?
No, it won't.
So this is what we want. If the first command is successful, only then we want to print the std out.
So it's a what is then what is this doing? CMD one TMD text, the initial command.
Which
Isn't
one?
it sending the output to temp.txt?
Okay, so I will explain you. Snehil also has the same doubt. You guys are confused because you guys would have not seen any command that gives error also as well as output also, right?
Yes.
So let me share my screen and show that to you. That is very simple to reproduce. Very, very simple. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if I give this main.cat main.sh, it will give what the text is. Now, if I give it like this, I am trying to print two files. One is there and the other one is not there. So it has given output also and error also. Okay. Got it? And what is the return status for this command? Failure. What if I have given only the first one? In this case, the return status is 0. So you got it? This complete command, if you check the status for this complete command, although half of it passed, but the status of complete command is failure. Got it? Snehil and I forgot the name. The other person who was asking.
Sejal, sir.
Yeah, Sejal. So you got this? What I'm trying to say here?
I understood this part, the one you just explained, but in problem 6, in
Yeah, we'll come to problem 6 now. So I will just
this
repeat.
part is clear, sir.
Yeah, I will repeat this one again. What I'm trying to explain here is, so in this command succeeds completely. Okay, so it gives the return code as 0. In this complete command, one of the files is there, but the other one is not there. So it has the output stream also, and it has the error. It has something on the error stream also. Okay. Now I will explain you. I will show you that it has how to one dot output and two to error. Now let's see Okay, so there are two parts to the output of this command. So this is what we want you to do in problem number 6. It is in problem number 6, what we want you to do is that if there is any error in the command, in that case, don't print anything at all. Don't print anything. And if there is no error at all, only then print the output.
Understood. I was missing the printing part.
Yes. So I will explain you what will happen. What we want exact desire. Our desired result is one goes to output and 2 goes to error.txt. In this case, for our questions purpose, this is the thing. And cat output. So now this command, if you look at this command, this the one we just saw, one file is present but the main one.sh is not present. In this case, it will not print anything at all. But if we see error.txt, there will be an error. Now suppose the command succeeds, we have problem this file. Okay. Now complete command succeed, only then it printed the files. If only one file is present, then it won't print anything. This is what we wanted. Okay, so this is similar to the solution. Got it now?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. So Savindra, it's the same thing. This worked for your problem 6 because the test case that we have configured, that may not generate error and output both. So this is for those commands that generate both. Just now I have shown you on screen. I will share the screen again for Savindra if you have not seen that. Okay, you have seen that. Thanks. You got it now. So we will change the test case for this. Okay, now on to problem number 7, everybody. It is again related to shell variables. So simply you just have to write a command that does ct is equal to ct plus words. Yes, Amit Kumar, that's right. But if you want to send a solution or something like that, send it directly to the instructor. Don't send that to everyone. Other people are still trying, right? So the solution is already there on screen. So I have also given a message just to confirm that this is the right solution. So, okay, guys, anybody has any questions? Or we are already past 8. So if anybody has any questions, we can still discuss on discourse. The forum is open for you guys.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you discuss the solution of this question number 7? Like,
So
how
question number
this
7,
solution
the
works?
solution is there's nothing, not much logical about it. Okay, this is about syntax. You have to see the videos to learn the syntax. For the problem number 7, you
Okay,
have to
sir.
learn the
Okay, sir.
syntax. So this is
Actually,
about syntax, how you assign value to a variable that is there, then how you add the value. Okay, so
okay,
this
okay.
just Savendra also pay attention here. Go through the question again. Your task is not to add the words again, the value of words again and again. You just have to write a command that adds the words once. Okay, the scenario here is that we will use this command in a for loop. We want to use this command in a for loop.
And sir, why the double parenthesis?
Double parenthesis, why? This is
Yes,
syntax.
sir. Is it the okay, okay. Yes.
This is the part of syntax thing. When you have to perform some operation, arithmetic, there you have to use that.
Okay, 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 sir. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, this is for the arithmetic operation. Dollar is to use the variable. Okay, and curly braces are to define the range of the variable. And here it is used to assign the value, and double brackets are used for arithmetic operation. Just try to understand this double brackets. This will be used in further weeks also, when we will be writing bash scripts and performing um, a bit more complex tasks. Okay, guys, so bye bye for today. Have a nice day and happy learning. Thanks, everybody. Good day.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, any doubt? Come on. Okay.
No, sir. No, sir. I was just saying thank you.
Okay. Thanks. So I'm leaving the meeting now. You guys can practice on Replit still after this meeting gets over. Bye bye.